Big news, Khanyisa Mayo is Khosified. We'll also talk about Ukosa leaving Kaizer Chiefs and going to Botswana. We will also update you on Kaizer Shinga, Bontle Mlife, and Rushwin Totally. Hello and welcome to Khosi Nation Fan TV. I am Bilo, I'm your host, and this is where fans meet and talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Khosi Football Club. So these are the news that we've been waiting for. On Monday, I think it was Wednesday, when I made a video about, Kaizer Mayo not being registered by Belouizdad, and I said that it would be great if Chiefs went in there, because I know Chiefs, if they want a player, they will go back and get that player if the opportunity comes across. And guess what? The opportunity came across and Chiefs signed him. And Mazola broke the story like, I think 2 hours before it was announced by Kaizer Chiefs, because he was going to the game, but then he had to stop and tell people, hey, this guy is coming. And then he has come. And Far Post have also reported that actually he signed a 1 year. He's coming to Chiefs on a loan of 1 year, right? So it's not a permanent deal yet with Belouizdad, because what had happened with him basically is that at Belouizdad he had 2 years remaining with them. So he was still going to be a player of Belouizdad until 2027. So Kaizer Chiefs will be taking him now until 2026, and then there will be a year left in his contract. And he's going to perform well for Kaizer Chiefs. I just hope that they don't have an option to extend in that contract, because he will come to Kaizer Chiefs and he's definitely going to perform. Now, what I would hate to see is that after he comes to Chiefs for 1 year, because he's going to stay for a year, and then Belouizdad decide, you know what, we're taking him back. Because when I read that article by Far Post, it didn't say anything about Chiefs obligated to sign him in this 1 year loan. So it's just a loan, there's no obligation to buy. I think for a player like this, I wouldn't mind if there was an obligation to buy, because he's PSL proven. Really, what could go wrong? He's only 27. Like, what could go wrong, really? I just don't see anything. I know that things have happened. Unjabulo Blom, a player that we saw was very good, but then he came back and then there were issues. So I hope that this is the time for him to now live the dream, because you remember before he went up there, he was so close to coming to Kaizer Chiefs. And in fact, they are saying that Chiefs were late by a few hours, and then Belouizdad came in and they closed the deal. So this is a thing that was going to happen, but then it was stopped. So this is a very good signing for Chiefs, and his versatility is a very, very big key thing that he brings, because yes, we know him as a striker, but he can play as a right winger, he can play as a 10 as well. So he's just giving you options. And I'm forcing something here with Chiefs, with the signings that they've made. There's a huge possibility of Kaizer Chiefs changing the system. Not entirely. They might change in some games and play a 3-4-2-1, have a back three, because you see that you have McCarthy, who's performing very well. Dudley will come back. Miguel is also the captain and he's performing well at the back. Those three can stay at the back. And then our full backs are happy to go up and down. And then Uli Lepo could be inverted as an inside forward /10 in a way, and then Kaizer Chiefs could play on that side. You could do the same thing with Usirino and Umtutuzi Shabalala as inside 10s, and then up front you have one of the strikers. I don't know. They could even play 3-5-2. I do not know, because I see a lot of quality and I'm like, yeah, it's going to be great to have a good bench. But I'm also looking, I'm like, yeah, but also you could try and fit some of the best players together and some of the other good players on the bench, because we've talked about this. We need to have a good bench, a bench that is as good as the starters. So they might keep the system the same. It's just that I did see Nabi try that thing last year against Stellenbosch. He just quickly changed from it. So it's interesting times ahead. What's also interesting is that you can support the channel by clicking the join button that you see here under here. You see right here. Yeah, if you don't see it, open the description, click join there. There's a link, or click the very first comment on the top of the comments. These contributions are the ones that help me to also just travel to go and interview fans outside games as well. So your support will mean a lot. Danko. And also there's some benefits that you get for being a member. Which brings us to the next topic, and that is Ukosa. So Ukosa, we were talking about him being offered a professional contract by Kaizer Chiefs and then being loaned out. So he is a young player, obviously, but now he's sent to Botswana and is going to be playing for Black Lions. Unfortunately, when I looked at Black Lions, they are coached by Owen Takama, by the way. But what I don't like is that they're like 15th on the log. I don't like that. I'm like, they couldn't find a better team that could use a left-footed center back, a good one. Because I'm thinking, Pella, if you are down there, there's just pressure, bad pressure, and if you are playing in that environment, you are probably told kick the ball forward. So I'm not sure how that's gonna be good for his development. But I'm just going to hope that the fact that they're 15th is because they needed a defender like him and they're going to be better. I'm just going to leave it there. And that brings us to Kaizer Chiefs. So you remember that Kaizer Chiefs, one of the things that I complained about when I saw him, I was like, yeah, he seems like a good player, but I'm afraid. I'm looking at the knee. It looks like it's something has happened to it. So now there are these new reports that are suggesting that Shinga has lost weight, and in terms of in terms of fitness, he's getting there. That's what I'm talking about. Feels like this thing is too far. Yeah, come here. Yeah, that's much better. So yeah, the guy in Shinga update, he's back, he's fit, and he's training with the team. And speaking of people who are fit and training with the team, is Ubontle Mlefe. So stories ka Bontle Mlefe goes like this. Someone told me that he had a spinal surgery, injury of sorts, and I think I've heard it from two people, not just one. And yeah, it seemed like it was very serious. I mean, if it's your back, that's a very serious injury. But good for him. He has survived it and he's back training with Chiefs. I don't think he'll be playing though, because there's number one, Peterson, and clearly number two is Fia Krentwari, three is Upvuma, and then Mlife is fourth choice. So I think that they should also find solutions for him, either sell him or loan him, because I don't see him playing, and it's pointless for you to be a fourth choice goalkeeper and just stay there. It makes no sense. Which brings us to Urushwen Totli, who is also training with the team. This is a very full training now. He's no longer like running on his own, because, you know, when you're coming back from a long-term injury, you start by just doing recovery, and then you leave each gym, then you're outside now running on your own, and then you do the light training with the ball, and then you join the main guys. So he's at the stage where he's training with everyone, which is now going to take him Boma 2 to 3 weeks for him to fully recover. So good stress for Nabi is a very good stress, because now he has to decide. As I said earlier on when we started with the video, he now has to decide who is he going to bench and how is the team going to look like, because one way or the other, these good players have to play. And now some of them won't just be happy with coming on the 60th minute, especially when it comes to defenders. Defenders, they know that they are not like strikers who run up and down the pitch. Not strikers rather, but the right back. Yeah, boy, right back like Frosler. One bench, and every game he comes in on the 60th minute when the other full back is tired. Midfielders, the same thing. They work hard. They are running around. But defenders are more like on the halfway line, and then they can move up, move back. But their distance to cover is just up till halfway line, and then they track back. So it's going to be very interesting then to see how Kaizer Chiefs will manage this. What do you guys think? And what are your thoughts on the signing of Khanyisa Mayo? Who else do you need as Kaizer Chiefs now? Because I will tell you now, I just need a defensive midfielder. A defensive midfielder who can play and who can also do the hard tackling and all of that. A player like Batusi Aupas, we obviously can't get him because he's at Sundowns, but someone like him, and don't say it's Pepe Lostole, because that's not going to happen. I would have loved that, but that's just definitely not going to happen. But we'll see. We will see. Guys, let me know what you think, and go check out this video that I made of how Chiefs beat Orlando Pirates. Not Orlando Pirates, Golden Arrows. It's a nice video. Go check it out. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, remember, Ukosa, I'll